Paris centre, on commet des délits. Chez nous y'a des scammers mais aussi des dealers.
I don't know if this was bullying, like, and it's quiet, but I hear like wet noises, and someone on top of me was. It's traumatizing. I'm so sorry I look like this. This is my song. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you do not know who I am, my name is Faase your face, whatever you would call me, and today I'm back with a brand new video. So before you start right now, I know I look ugly. I know I look mad ugly, mad ghetto, mad ratchet right now, but you know what? It's alright. Everyone has their days. And yeah, today just happens to be my day. For today's video, I'm going to be just talking. Like, I'm going to be just doing a story time, high school life. Everything down from like year 7 to year 12. It's gonna be a long video, I can just already tell. If you want to stay watching, stay watching. If not, you want to skip this video and go to something else, go ahead. No one's stopping you. I'm gonna be eating, gossiping, spilling tea, talking, doing my this monster face right here. And yeah, I'm just gonna be doing what I'm doing because like, yeah. But before we get into today's video, please make sure to like this video, subscribe below, turn on notifications so then doesn't upload whatsoever. Make sure you become a base member. You will be gagged a big D, not a little one. A big D, not a little one. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into today's video. I got my iPad ready. Hashtag iPad kids, where y'all at? I have like a bunch of notes. Like I have literally all notes from year 7 to year 12. Like I have things to spill, I have things to get off my chest because I've been holding it back for a little too much long, and it's time to get active. What's good, you feel me? Anyways, if you're wondering what I'm eating egg toasties with leftover like sausages that I had. Yeah, you might be like, oh, that's a really odd combination. Okay, damn, like I'm the one eating it. Is you? No. It's just on the side because I haven't had a table yet. By the way, I did just move houses, like girl. It's for empty in here. So if it's echoing, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm still like.
I'm thick cause I beat in oats.
The main thing in year 7 was basically, it was a new school for me. Like everyone in my primary school, we all went to the same high school. Our primary school was like all connected with other primary schools around the same suburb. They all went to one high school. I grew up in a Catholic space. I went to a Catholic school. It was like a new start for me. I already had friends from my primary school, so I wasn't really like a newbie, you know. I ended up meeting a... Ooh, wait. I need to add more stuff to my notes, guys. Sorry. Back in year 7, I remember I was in a trio with 2 girls. It was me, 1 girl, and another girl. We're not gonna give them names. We're just gonna call them girl 1 and girl 2. We were like not the best trio. Like it was kind of hard being in that trio because I know everyone says, you know, trios don't work out because there's always 2 and 1's left out. That's kind of what happens in my trio, but you know, whatever. I don't know, like they were just very much closer. Even though I was closer with the person before. Girl, I need to eat. At one point, we did have like, you know, a play date or whatever when we would just go to each other's houses. We played hide and seek. They would always make me seeker. I would have to go find them. They told me stay in the house area. Bitch, they left to across the street and I was in the house just searching. Like even her mother was like, are you alright? Like the girls are outside. I'm like, what? They told me that they were inside the house, but yeah, they were outside. I was the third wheeler. I didn't see it as like, oh, that's a bad thing. Red flag, red flag. I was just like, you know, they're my friends, whatever. Time went on. We always played Roblox together. Like, we were like playing Roblox a lot. Playing Adopt Me, to be specific. I had stolen my dad's credit card. I was a bad kid. I brought these 1,000 Robux dragons. And at the time, I wasn't on good terms with the friends. So they had the audacity to come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, can we have one? And I said no because I was like, we're not even on good terms. Why would I give you my thing that I paid for if we're not on good terms, you know? And then they were getting mad at me. It was literally 2 against 1. I was like, yeah, I'm like, bitch. And they were like, if you don't give us one, we're not gonna be a friend. I was like, babe, you're already not my friend. I already left you guys in the past. What's going on? Why are you still here? It got so toxic. I left that group and I just hanged out with my OG friend. I don't know why I left my OG friends for the group that was in. Like, it's not worth it. Guys, keep your OG friends. Don't be a dumb bitch. Like, real. Like, I ended up making new friends because we went to camp. camp was interesting. Oh my god, like camp. Year 7 camp was crazy. This one friend specifically, a bitch. I'm pretty sure she's grown up. One day she kind of got popular and like went out and was friends with the popular kids, and like she was acting homophobic. Like, bitch, you were just friends with all of us. On her Instagram, like she follows freaking Bretman Rock, so I was like, how are you homophobic but yet you follow Bretman Rock? What's going on? It's not making sense. It's not adding up. 1 + 1 is it 3? Bitch, no, it's not, it's 2. And I remember one time in like humanities class, we were doing a group project and stuff, and you got a role, and that was like your job for the whole thing. Anyways, I got a good job, a good role, and I remember she came up to me with her popular friend. She was like, is it okay if we switch roles? And I was like, bitch, no. Like, I was standing on business back then. I was like, no, it's when I feel like this suits me the best, so that's that, you know. Her friend was like, you know, she's done a lot for you, like I feel like you should switch and give her your role. And I'm, bitch, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you? Like, you're a random ass hoe I don't even know. Like, watch your mouth and back off from me before I get it. Don't ever. I'm pretty sure like last year I saw them on my like For You page. You know, she's cute. Her body T, like she's really that girl, like period. Times went by and still like I don't got any beef with anyone, like, and if you're still beef to this day, you're beefing online. Bye. Now we're moving on to like, I don't know if this was bullying. Like, I've never been bullied in school, never. They never tried it, never will, and never have been. I remember we went PE. It was around the time class was about to end, and me and my friend were sitting on the floor, and we were looking at this specific guy. He was looking at us, but my friend was making fun of him. It wasn't really making fun, it was just like a joke, you know? She tried to act like a guy, like, you know how they put the hair in the front with the hoodie, and they're like, oh yeah, what's good?
What was that?
That's what she was doing, and she was trying to like impersonate him, and I guess he took it the wrong way, which, I mean, I get it. If you're mad that someone's impersonating you, you should be mad at the person who was impersonating you, not the bitch that was next to her. This looks at me, and he is mad at me for just sitting there. I was looking at my friend, I'm like, oh, as she was like impersonating the guy. The guy comes up to me, he's mad at me. I did nothing to you. That's real dumb. And you know what? To this day, I kind of still have a grudge on him because like that was real rude. Like, I did nothing to you and you came up to me, but whatever. And he was making like rude jokes.
Say, oh, you're gay.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, okay, bitch. Okay. Have you never seen one before? Like, he was mad weird. And then he started screaming out in the class, oh, me and my best friend are like dating. And I'm like, bitch, it's not giving that. It's not giving that. I think you're on something else because it's not giving that. Where'd you pull that rumor out of? Your freaking ass? Like, it's not giving. He just kept saying that on the way back to the classroom, saying people that were walking by heard that as well. And back then I was very emotional. Like, we had seating plans back in like year 7, so my seating plan was right next to that bitch. I was sitting next to him, so at the time I didn't want to sit next to him because it was bad juju, you know. So I went to go stand next to my other friend, and I was like, I'm gonna stand here for now because I feel comfortable standing next to him. She was like, that's fine, whatever. I stood there. And this bitch comes inside and he's like, oh yeah, he needs to go stand over there because I'm a boxer, you know, like he was saying that he would actually go on me, and I'm like, at your big self, like, and you know what, no shade to the big people, like he was big. And he was like saying all these big, like fat phobic jokes knowing that's no disrespect to anyone. I'm just saying, like, he was disrespectful to the max. But yeah, he was saying all this stuff, and these 2 bitches, freaking girls in the class were like laughing. They're like, and they were laughing at me. I was like, who are you? You're not even a part of this. Why are you laughing? Like, fuck, like, mind your freaking business. The teacher was like, okay, you guys can go get your lunch, whatever, and go have your recess. I went to get my lunch in the hallway. It felt like a whole euphoria moment. And I remember I was in the hallway alone and I was crying because it just was it was too much. Like, I couldn't take it. Little me couldn't take it. The day after that, we had camp. And camp was it was irritating because I ended up being in the same cabin as the bitch that was like coming for me. But you know, he didn't really try anything at camp. He was just like, he was always just smiling and laughing and stuff. He was really weird. I remember we went to bed. It was like bunk beds. I was on the bottom because I never got the top one, you know. People always pushed inside and I was like, okay. I was sleeping and I had like woken up in the middle of the night. And tell me why. I'm listening and I'm looking around, I'm like, wait, because I forgot I was at camp, so I'm looking around, I'm like, oh, I'm still here. And it's quiet, but I hear like wet noises, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is that? What is that, you know? Someone on top of me was like, what? Who in their right mind thinks it's okay to start doing that? In year 7, like, but I didn't even know what it meant. I didn't even know what that was. Like, they were in year 7 doing this above me, like, on the bunk above me, like. It's traumatizing. I remember the day after that, when I told everyone about it, I was like, oh my gosh, there was some guy in my cabin. He was like, you know, he was doing the most. And then every bitch was spraying it around and stuff. And the guy that actually did it, I remember at the dinner table at camp, he was talking about, he was like, oh, like some guy was like doing stuff. It was you, bitch. Why the fuck are you lying? I kind of started that rumor, so you know what? Maybe I kind of got my leg back. When I tell you, these year 7 guys were, they were just mad weird, like, and I remember in the back of the classroom, like, all these boys would be, they would just be doing the most. And my freaking religion teacher, she's in the front and doing her notes, she's like, I beg your pardon, what are you doing in the back? Please stop with that, it's very inappropriate, it's not made for God. Like, all that happened in year 7, I don't think there's anything else major that happened in year 7. He came out to me, he was like, oh, so how's life been since year 7? I'm like, why are you talking to me? Like, bitch, so year 8 was a very dry year, nothing happened, it was so basic. But the only big thing that happened was the fact that, like, online school happened, COVID happened. I was failing school. I did not care for school. Once we were at home doing online school, I was at home, I did not care. I was playing Roblox 24/7. The school would be calling the Zoom calls and stuff, and I would just press the grind. I would always make these little edits, like these dance edits and stuff. Yeah, I was one of those kids. We had our parent-teacher meetings. We were sitting with me and my mom, and we were waiting for the teacher to call, and the teacher pulls up. The first thing she goes, oh, this kid. And I was like, oh, like, what is, like, did I do something? What's going on? I did do something. I never pulled up to her class. My attendance for that class was very low. So she starts off and she goes, okay, so Faase's mother, I have to say this to you because Faase hasn't been joining the classes. She exposed me in front of my mom, and as soon as that call ended, it wasn't a good morning for me. It was a good night. Yeah, I got in trouble. I never spoke to that teacher ever again. After that day, I was like, bye, like, I gotta go. Nothing else major happened in that class. It was very boring. Like, yeah, it was a boring year. Year 9 was very much basic as well. Like, back in Australia, we'd always, because our prime minister at the time, he was doing too much. Like, he would put us in lockdown and then not lockdown, then not lockdown. I'm pretty sure we had like 10 lockdowns back in 2021. Nothing good happened in year 9. It was just the same old, like, I was failing. I'm not sure how I managed to get to year 12, but yeah, I just did what I did. At the end of year 9, I ended up moving to a whole different suburb because my mom found a different job. I had to leave my school, leave my friends behind, and I was very depressed. I was like, yeah, I'm sad. Because I left that school at like September, October, November-ish, and I didn't start my new school till March. Year 10, I'm at a new school, and I'm still at that school till this day. I remember my first day, I was scared as heck because I haven't moved to a new school at all since like 3 years. Like, I was going to a whole new area. I didn't know anyone there. Like, I was a loner. I didn't even have the uniform yet. I was wearing casual clothes. Everyone else had the uniform. And I remember I was walking around like a loser. I was walking around like, where do I go? Like, I was so confused. And I remember these 2 girls came up to me. Shout out to them because they ate that. And they were like, are you new? And I'm like, yeah, I am new. And they asked me if I wanted to hang out with them. And I was like, sure. So I hanged out with them for that one day. Then the day after that, I found out that I could go to the library. So I was a library kid for like 3 months. After homeroom, after classes, during break and stuff, I went straight to the library. I booked there because it got packed real fast. I booked there and I sat in the corner on my laptop and I was doing my own little thing. And I don't regret that. It was actually pretty nice being lonely. Yeah, I actually got my work done and I was being a scholar. Like, my grades were going good. And then in May, I met a friend. Shout out to her. We were in the same media class, and I remember she came up to me randomly and she was like, do you have media with me? And, yeah. I knew her because, you know, I pay attention to my surroundings. But that same day I had media, so we ended up going to media together, and it was very nice. I was shy. And I remember she was saying something about SZA, and I was like, oh my god, I love SZA. and we just bonded over some little things. She introduced me to more people, and then I ended up blooming out like that. Yeah, I didn't really have much friends. Year 10 was kind of boring as well, but I was still getting used to school. I didn't even know half the people there. Yeah, we're gonna skip over to year 11. BRB. The end of year 10, I made a very close friend, left to next. You guys know her, LMAO. Aww. Our other friend, Mia, you guys know Mia. She was on holiday at the time. I remember I saw LMAO. She was walking by herself and stuff. And I randomly went up to her. I was like, are you good? And she was like, yeah, I'm good. We ended up being close. We had the same English class. And then in year 11, we had the same English class. So it just like, it was meant to be, you know? We became like besties for the resty, like that's my bitch for real. When Mia had came back from her holiday, it was kind of awkward because me and LMAO were close, but I didn't really know her like that. But I knew for a fact if I wanted to hang out with LMAO, I had to get close to Mia. So what I did was, I texted her. I texted her and I was like, do you have any like movie requests? And she went on a rant. She was telling me about all these movies, and when she was telling me about the movies, I knew right away. We clicked straight away. We clicked. And the next time I saw her at school, it just gave good vibes. Like wiki, me good, like period. I love them with all my heart. Never switch them up for any bitches. Never. I'm sorry. People love scream. I don't know if you see it, but it's Jen. And I'll be seeing you guys in the comments saying, oh my god, like Jen's my boo. No babe, he's my boo. What? Is there a problem? Is there an issue? Because if you want to talk about it, we can.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Anyways, now if you guys watched my first stream friend video, that happened in year 11 as well. It was very it was giving bad vibes. Yeah, just a bunch of weirdos in year 11. I had one class. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had business. When I tell you I wanted to die in that class, it was horrendous. It was bad. It was bad for term 1 and term 2. Oh, term 1 and early term 2 because I had no friends in that class. I didn't know anyone. I remember I sat in the corner. People were trying to speak to me. I'm like, don't speak to me. I don't know who he was to get away. That's what I said, and they kept it a bug. But Tia ended up being in that class. Late term 2, she came in. I skipped one day of the class, and that's the day Tia came. So the next day after that, I saw Tia there, and I was like, who is this girl? Because she was sleeping in the middle of class. I was like, oh, I guess I'll just sit with her. And I sat with her, and since that day, we've been talking good. Like, I was talking to her literally yesterday. Yeah, I hated business. Business was just not for me. I would never go back to that. If I had to redo that class again, I'd rather, like, end it off. I'm sorry. Yeah, year 11 was like one of my favorite top years. It was just everything. We made so much memories. Like it was real tea. Then I guess that brings me to year 12, which is this year. And year 12 is about to end for me. Like I graduate in 2 weeks. Like when this video's up, it's gonna be 2 weeks. So.
I know what you'll say. Girl, you know I.
Put this on your face. You're good for life. You're good for life. I think this is an Australian product, so I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, but search it up. Year 12 was just the best vibe because I ended up making even more friends. You guys see my school vlog, you would see I met Kiona, I met Aiden. That's my bitch for real as well. Like we just always gossip. Like I don't know, it's kind of funny. I met Grace as well, and we all met in media class. To be honest, I had math instead of media, but I swapped math to get to media because I thought I was gonna fail math. I ended up failing media anyway, so it didn't even matter. Like. But anyways, that class was like, it was kind of vibey. Like, I loved that class. I would go back and do it again if I could and actually communicate with people because I only started talking to them like late term 2. Just because I didn't really know them like that and I felt uncomfortable. Everyone in that class had their own friend group and I was just sitting in the corner like. But yeah, I kind of put my big person pants on and I went up to them and I was talking. And we were talking about something and we just bonded because we connected over the same person we didn't like. You know what? We're gonna leave it at that. Majority of the class in media failed because the teacher was honestly, I can't even believe I made it this far. Like, I thought I was gonna fail in year 10. I didn't even end up doing my face, so I'm gonna do that off camera. I just wanna end this video off right here. on a good note. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe below, turn on notifications, and miss an upload whatsoever. Make sure you become a basement member. You will be gagged the big D, not the little one. Anyways, make sure to let me know your thoughts down below on my schooling years. Do you guys relate to anything? If you do, let me know. We can chit chat. If you guys ever want to talk about high school with me and stuff, DM me. I respond to everything. I got no life. I don't even got a job. I need to work, but anyway. Yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.